Guys, it's Chillin here, and today I'm going to go through a couple of quick pointers around best practice for GDPR frameworks. So I'll get straight into it. So you want to treat GDPR compliance like a project, and you want to treat it like a strategic investment project. This is because it should be driven from your exec, board level and senior management all the way through to your operational day-to-day management teams. You want to ensure that you've got the top management support. This is really key for you to drive this down, this cultural change, right through to your operational teams. Without the support, you may not get the success that you wish to get with GDPR compliance and GDPR framework. Next, you want proper organizational alignment, like I mentioned earlier. But instead of just talking to the exec and board, individually speak to your head of HR, your head of legal, compliance, your data protection officer, your CEO, your CISO, etc., etc. You want to speak to them and get them to really understand what GDPR is, how they can comply with it, how it will affect their job, and how it will affect their teams and their operational teams as well. Because without this, unfortunately, you may not get the buy-in of that senior person, and as an effect, you won't get that operational impact that you want to get. You won't get them to be thinking about it at the forefront of their mind during their day-to-day work. Next is you want to initiate an organization-wide data mapping project. So you want to understand what data is coming in and out, who is responsible for it, who owns that data, the sensitivity of the data, and what sensitive data means to your company. You want to really, really define that very well, because that will come down to what you think sensitive data means to you in comparison to what sensitive data means in the GDPR and also the NDB as well. You want to ensure you have process governance. You want to have good process governance. You don't want to be creating processes and policies just for the sake of it because there's this new GDPR regime that's coming in a couple of weeks. No, you don't want to do that. Make sure that if you already have working policies and procedures, make sure that you make the GDPR fit into that. So if you've already got a couple of compliance policies that touch on the GDPR, the aspects of the GDPR, then you want to make sure that you just enhance those to really deeply involve and include the GDPR as well. Next is you want to make sure that you set up a continuous improvement framework. So this is for you to give you a reminder to review your policies and procedures every year. Next is you want to make sure that you've got a really robust response plan and a communications plan or process as well. And you want to make sure that you test this regularly. So I already went through this in my previous videos, so I won't go through it in details in this one. And that's about it, guys. So that's all I've got time for today. But if you have any further questions or anything else you want me to cover, don't hesitate to shoot me a message or a comment. Cheers, guys.